Hey strong people, Kalle Beck here from StartingStrongman.com, and I'm going to be talking today about Europe's Strongest Man 2020. We didn't even know that this would be going on just a few days ago. Kind of got all spur of the moment. It's a live strongman contest I'm talking about. Strong Talk's been kind of dead for a bit, but so has Strongman. And I promise, once again, I will be making more videos talking about it. So I want to talk. There was a whole lineup with people like Vitalis Lawless and Alexei Novikov and all these people coming over. A lot of names not coming over to Europe's Strongest Man as well. And the lineup on the day of ended up being very different. From what I hear is they actually it was very hard to fill the athletes, getting people available, getting people to be able to fly in to the secret location, some castle that looked very regal and looked like it'll make good Christmas time television for everyone over in the UK. Hard to get people over, and even if people are allowed, there's a lot of restrictions going on. A lot of countries make you do a 2-week mandatory quarantine once you go back. So you would really have to want to come do this contest, which I'm pretty sure Giants Live isn't going to pay for your 2-week quarantine in a hotel. And it's even if they are, that's 2 weeks out of your life. So the contest basically ended up looking like another Britain's Strongest Man with a few sprinkles of some other people in, like Urban Toots from Estonia, Alex Lungo from, I think, Romania, Jack Osborne, Hungary, Paul Dwyer from Ireland. But, the way I see it, I think it's better that the contest happens. Will there be some sort of asterisk, some little talk in the strongman community about it? Yeah, but that's kind of 2020 Strongman is, we do the, World's Ultimate Strongman Feats of Strength. And there's are those a world record if they're done in a home gym? It's a weird world right now, and there's not much going on how we're used to. So that's just how things are. But overall, I think the more people competing, even if it's not everyone we wish was competing, the better. It's better opportunities for the athletes. Gives me something to talk about, something for you to watch me talk about, and then say everything that I got wrong. So, on to the show. We had a strong lineup. I feel like it's a strong lineup overall for everything considered. Could there be more people? Yeah, but we already went over that. We have Luke Richardson, Adam Bishop, Irvin Toots, Graham Hicks, Aaron Page, Mark Felix, Pa O'Dwyer, Gavin Bilton, Jack Osborne, Paul Benton, Terry Hollins, and Alex Lungo. The thing that I like the most about this contest is that there was 8 events, and then they even added one. We've been having all of these 5-event shows in Strongman, and it makes it pretty predictable on who won, and if someone's pretty good at certain events, they can kind of do better at certain events than certain shows than others, because it might be missing a specific event that they're bad at. But when you have 8 or 9 events, I think the best all-around strength athlete wins, and it allows for big comebacks and big tosses and turns on the standings throughout the show, and that's what we saw. So there was some sort of castle somewhere. I think they did try to set up a live stream. That's what I heard, and a lot of people are mad because they pay a membership to officialstrongman.com, and they do it to get live stream shows. But I can tell you, after living in the middle of nowhere a couple places, that Wi-Fi is harder to come by than you think. And I was told by some people in the UK that this is an American problem, that over in Europe they have all the Wi-Fi in the world, but apparently not in castles. So they've been very hush-hush on results for the show, videos from the show. There's been some rolling out on Giants Live, social media channels and official Strongman, but not too much. But I think it's going to make fantastic television. Just wish we could see it here in the United States, other than when someone pirates it and puts it on YouTube. So first event was a max log lift. Heard conditions were pretty bad, meaning that they're strongman and there's differences. It was outside, it was a little cold, there was some wind, etc. Looks like everyone, most people got up to about 170. Graham Hicks, who I think has just been training to be an absolute static monster lately, and he looks huge and strong, went up to 220 and then missed 230, so he has a new British record at 220. Some people ask, why go for 230 when the next best log lift done was 180 by Aaron Page and Paulo Dwyer, and I think, and also Alex Longo, and I think Aaron Page missed an attempt at 190 or 200, not sure, but definitely some people underperforming. And I don't know about this show, but I've seen the athletes, what they get paid at prior Giants Live shows, and there's always a pretty big bonus for a world record, and there's also bonuses for national record. And if I'm going to go off past shows, if Graham would have got that 230 log, likely he would have made more money doing that than winning the whole show. So that's why he would go for 230, even though he won the first event by such a large margin. His wrist been bothering him, so he's a little injury, but good start for Graham Hicks in the log. Luke Richardson at 170, Irvin Toots at 170, Adam Bishop at 170, pretty much everyone at 170 other than everyone I already mentioned. Then we go into the Hercules hold, and I predicted that Mark Felix would have gotten first, second, and third in this event, but they only let him go once. So he was only able to get one world record and only get just the first place points, which was good enough for 12 points, with a new world record of 92 seconds and 92.37. And that's been shared over at Giants Live and Official Strongman and all that, as has the you can watch the whole log lift at officialstrongman.com if you have a membership, and they posted just Graham's lit 220 British record on their social media. Terry Holland's next closest at 79.88. He, I guess, had a hamstring tear going into this. Not everyone was very prepared for this show, but again, 2020, who's prepared for any of this shit? So, there we go into that. Front hold, no idea what happened. The spreadsheet failed me. Random third-hand advice failed us there. But I imagine some of the people that were doing well in the whole show must have done well in this, and those would be Luke Richardson, Adam Bishop, Irvin Toots, etc. So we go on to the deadlift, 360 kilos for reps, a cool looking implement made by Rebel Strength, big axle, 2 big train wheels, no plate weight, which I think is great. I mean, that's old school strongman. Think about watching strongman contests from the 80s, 90s. They were always in these picturesque settings, a castle, green fields, random implements that it looks like was probably just sitting there for hundreds of years, and these 12 guys just go up and lift it. And there was a 3-way tie for first place with Luke Richardson, Adam Bishop, and Graham Hicks all getting 8. I think they all got 8 reps. They all got 8 points at least. Not sure how many reps they got, but they all tied for that. Good performance overall. Mark Felix got 6. I think he got second in the event. Maybe some other people tied for him. There's not much information known other than the winners, and I guess I'll get to that at some point. This was a surprise event. They added it, 100 kilogram rock press, clean and press a rock for reps. Really cool event. And Irvin Toots from Estonia. You might not know him yet. I started following what he was doing a few months ago, seeing that he did well at some SCL shows, and he's not the biggest strongman. He's kind of in the vein of like old Jimmy Marcoux, Jason Bergman, that like 5'10", 280-ish looking, but muscular build kind of guy. Maxime, or who's a Jimmy Pacquiao kind of guy, always does well at strongman. But, when I see someone who's that kind of build, I'm like, oh, let's pay attention to this person. Another one for the little guys. Graham Hicks used to look like this until he got to be gigantic. Lately, Adam Bishop as well. So he and Aaron Page tied for first in that event. Then we went on to the nickel stones, which was like 2 natural stones with a chain and a little ring handle that you had to do farmer's walks with. Not sure how. I'm not sure how far they went or anything. You would think Mark Felix would do well in this event, but Adam Bishop came on with a surge. Luke Richardson was winning after day 1. It's a 2-day show. Then, Adam Bishop came back, won the cake toss, was up 2 points going into the Atlas Stones. Official Strongman just put up the video of their stone head-to-head. There's a bunch of people that got, 5 stones in the mid-20-second range that did well. And then, so Adam Bishop is 2 points ahead of Luke Richardson for Europe's Strongest Man title. They went head-to-head. Basically, Bishop just needed to beat him or go right there. And he was ahead the whole time. I think it was at the 4th stone. He just tried to pick it up, Bishop, from the lap to get it onto the platform, and he just kind of lost his grip a little bit. I've seen Bishop do this a little bit before in Atlas Stone runs in prior contests, and that's what cost him the contest. He fell a bunch of points because a whole bunch of people got in between, and Luke Richardson won the stones, I believe, at getting under 20 seconds, 19-something. And it wasn't blazing fast. It was just every stone looked the exact same. And ends up winning the contest with 34.5 points, winning. And let's just take calling, Luke, Europe's Strongest Man aside, all of that. You can see that he got 4th at Britain's Strongest Man. And let's just say this is a repeat of Britain's Strongest Man. He beat Adam Bishop. Luke Richardson's been doing strongman for barely over a year, probably not even 2 years yet. 1 to 2 year range, coming from powerlifting. Been calling himself the future, but after winning a big show against big names like this, you can't call yourself the future anymore. They're the present. I know, it's cheesy, right? So he ends up getting 1st place, followed by Adam Bishop. 3rd place, rounding out the podium, Irvin Toots. Solid performance, 57 points for him, 64 for Bishop, 69 for Luke Richardson. Graham Hicks, 54.5 points. Aaron Page, just half point behind, 54 points. Mark Felix in 6th place with 49, tying Paul Dwyer. Of course, these are all very unofficial. Gavin Bilton in 46 points. Jack Osborne, 9th place, 38. 10th, and these were cut after the first day, I believe. Paul Benton, 23 points. Terry Holmes, 15. Alex Longo, 13.5. So this all qualified, the 3 spots qualified for World's Strongest Man 2021. So that's taken care of already for Luke Richardson, Adam Bishop, and Irvin Toots. And let's just see. It's kind of showing who's in shape, who has been training hard, who's been improving over this strange time without contests and seen as much from people. And it looks like Luke Richardson is taking off like a rocket ship. Slightly different show than we're used to. If this was a 5-event show, it looks like maybe Adam Bishop might have been in the driver's seat. But having 9 events over 2 days, very classic strongman. Luke Richardson just ended up being the most consistent, and I think the only 2 event wins I believe he has. He tied in the deadlift and won the Atlas Stones. I think he won the Atlas Stones. Of course, that's not confirmed. So that's just classic. Basically never being bad at anything. Not necessarily being great at everything, but how people used to win strongman contests, the Magnus for Magnuson days, etc. Just don't be bad at anything. And that was Luke Richardson. And when needed, he turned it on and put in a great performance on the Atlas Stones, showing very good promise as an athlete. Let's see how it translates to Worlds. That's coming up in just, 8-ish weeks now. Hopefully everything goes on the same. I expect at World's Strongest Man, we're going to see a lot of this where it's like, here's a lineup going in, and here who actually ends up being able to compete. And if people can't get into the country for certain reasons to make it a true Worlds, we might just end up seeing a lot of Americans. Let's see. For all your latest Strongman news, be sure to hit subscribe. I will be busting out the videos again as Strongman's ramping back up. And I am Kalle Beck. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you want to help me make more videos more consistently, go to patreon.com/startingstrongman to pledge your support and help me and get access to exclusive content, free programs, etc. Thanks for watching.